Hey guys, so we just had our third wedding anniversary this week and we wanted to share with you guys 10 reasons of why we decided to marry each other. So both of us, we wrote down 10 reasons on our phone and we are going to share them with one another and with you as well. Now these 10 reasons, they are our personal reasons why we got married. This may not apply to you and maybe you will even think it's a little bit crazy or silly for some of them. So you don't have to agree with them, but just enjoy, right? So, would you like to share yours first?
Sure.
Because you obviously fell in love with me first. I'm first. So my first reason, I knew you better than anyone else I've ever known. I just knew her through and through, which was very meaningful for me and crazy at the same time.
My first reason is the fact that you are very straightforward, simple, no pretensions whatsoever. I feel like I've been always pretending in front of someone else. But when I saw you, I could totally tell that you are not trying that at all. And it was really interesting and attractive. The fact that you are not afraid to say, I don't know, I'm sorry. Like this honesty really appealed to me.
That's really nice. My second reason. Number 2, it actually kind of goes hand in hand with what you were saying. I could be myself around her. I didn't feel like I needed to pretend. I didn't feel like I had to be someone amazing because basically I thought, well, she's never going to marry me anyway. No.
My second reason is clear and strong standard and priority in life, which gave us stability in our relationship. My life back then was chaotic.
Yeah.
Especially around the time that I met you.
Thanks.
I was struggling.
Well, I didn't make it chaotic, right?
No.
Okay.
You knew what you were living for, what are your priority, and you seemed like a steady rock. Like dating that kind of a person gave me a lot of stability in our relationship, which affects my life.
That's very nice. All right, so my third reason, number 3. She loved me with all of my imperfections. She could see those and she could see through those. And that was very meaningful.
My third reason, when I saw you, I could tell that you are very loved growing up. And then I could see that you have very strong role model of married life through your parents and also your grandparents.
Yes. They were always a really good example for me. For me, I never had that idea of, divorce is always around the corner. Or like, if you're not happy, then you just break up. I always had the idea of a marriage is something that should be forever. And it should be a commitment through the struggles, through the tough times and the good times.
Yeah, and I could see that through how you act. Like you knew how to treat your woman.
Okay, so number 4. Number 4, now if you are not a Christian, you may not understand this, but for me personally, this was a big struggle. I could see that God was working in your life. I could see that He was changing you. And this was a really, really amazing thing for me. But it was also a struggle because I knew you were not quite saved yet. Like you were still working with that in your own heart. But there was a lot of hope. There was hope.
My reason number 4 is your sense of humor.
Whoa.
You make ridiculous jokes, but it works for me. It's hilarious.
I have a really stupid sense of humor. You've probably seen from the videos.
And I really love it.
I have my dad's sense of humor. Thanks, Dad. We laugh a lot. Like I'm starting to get these wrinkles here. Like the crow feet? What are they called? Anyway, these wrinkles here. That's because we laugh a lot. Yeah, happy wrinkles. I like those wrinkles. I'll take those any day.
Yeah.
The 5th reason is that we enjoyed every second together. Ka-ching!
My number 5 was the way you contact me constantly. Unstoppable. When we were doing long distance relationship, when I texted him and then sent, then before I closed my phone, I could see he's typing. That's how fast he was.
I was basically sitting there like this, waiting.
Yeah, I could tell.
Fling!
I could tell, like he was always answering my phone within a second.
Now, for some people, I understand they would hate that. Number 6, she had moved to Canada for me already. So that was a huge commitment. She quit her job. She moved to Canada. So, like, because she made such a big commitment, it also made me take the relationship very serious right from the start. People don't just move around the world for you normally, you know?
I must mention that he said if I'm not coming, he would quit his school. I'm already done school. He said like, oh, I'm going to quit my school and come to China. He doesn't speak Chinese, no visa.
Who speaks Chinese?
Still in school, and he
didn't
said,
speak
I'm
Chinese.
good and I'm going to China. Okay, I'm coming.
But regardless, we were both committed. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
We were both committed to move if we had to because we wanted to be together.
Yeah, I think that's the point.
But I think God protected us from me going to China. That made no sense. Like,
My sixth reason, he could read me like psychic, like my facial expression, my thoughts, how I feel. You know how a lot of women struggle, like he doesn't know me. When I wasn't even sure about how I feel, he knew already. And then he always gave me a chance to explain it. There are very little conflict.
because I knew how you felt before you did. So I could fix the problem before you even stated it. Yeah. Like I think for me, you were just very easy to read, kind of like a children's book, kind of like it. Your expression, your emotion was very clear. Whereas I think some women, so like guys, this is maybe not even your fault. Some women are like encyclopedias or like dictionaries.
But other guys, even when they can kind of sense that they are in trouble, but they ignore it. You know what I mean? But you never do that.
But it's because I'm never in trouble. I'm always in trouble. It's my hobby. Okay, number 7. She's beautiful. She was beautiful, is going to be beautiful forever. My wife is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Now, that should never be your number 1 reason to marry someone.
But 1 of 10 is fine.
Yeah, like number 7.
My 7th reason,
Yes.
that he was such a handyman that could do so many things. Like he knew how to do, from cooking, obviously. I cook for my wife. But renovation, drawing, Photoshop. Like you just knew how to do so many things that I have no idea. And I've never thought doing it by ourselves. That was really like, this guy.
Right?
Yeah, so it was really attractive to see that you were able to do all those things by yourself. Mostly self-taught. So amazing.
YouTube. Easy. Number 8. Her personality. Obviously, she's cute. She's funny. She's sweet. She is caring. She is smart. She has like everything. Like when you write down a cheesy story about like the perfect girl, all these things, and she has it. Now that's for me. I can tell she just has a really, really, really big, loving heart.
Oh, that's sweet. I love you. I love you. My 8th reason.
I love you too, by the way.
Thanks. You say and you show with action how much you love me. You are like Kristoff in Frozen 1 and 2. Now I've never thought of myself like a princess type of a woman, but you never fail to make me feel like one.
Okay, are we on number 9?
I think so.
Okay, now this one is very important for me. My family, from the moment they met her, they loved her. They cared for her. They enjoyed having her around, and she really enjoyed my family. Now, it took a little while before she understood my dad's jokes and before she felt comfortable with that. But she enjoyed being with my family. She became a part of the family really easily. She fit right in.
I could feel the warmth of it. I could feel the care and love. My 9th reason, he always believes me, like trusted in me, like encouraging me, empowering, and remind me of what I dream. I know with my heart that you will be the one who support me the most.
Yeah, I got your back.
Yeah.
Reason number 10. We made a great team right from the beginning. And that's incredible. Like everything we did, we were balanced so well. We got things accomplished the way we wanted. we both have our strengths and our weaknesses, and we understand those.
My last reason that I wrote down, the 10th one, is you knew exactly what matters in life. I think before I met you, I think I care too much about what other people think. Like you kind of corrected my priority in life in a way that I wanted. You bring out the best out of me. I would say it that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sweet. Now, she said that was her last one. But guess what? I got another one. Number 11.
Me too.
Bonus rounds.
That's so funny. And I should say it first.
What?
Last reason that I would marry him, list of 10 is not enough. The list goes on. I could spend hours and hours. It didn't take me even 5 minutes to come up with those 10.
No.
Because it was so easy.
For me as well. Yeah.
That was my last. Like 10 is not even close to enough to explain how I feel.
So my number 11 was that you understand me. She understands me. She understands me. Like, I can be a little bit weird. I can be a little bit strange at times. But when I do those things, she knows why. She knows what's going on in my head. So these were our 10 reasons for why we decided to marry each other. Now there are many more that we can probably think of if we took a little bit more time. But I'm actually curious. If you are married and watching this, what's your reason? Why did you get married? And maybe even tell your wife or husband. You know, they might.
They will appreciate it.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Anyway, so that's it for this video. See you guys in the next one.